You know, Alejandro Escovedo's brand of guitar-driven roots rock has been entertaining fans for decades now. Alejandro is known as an artist's artist and a big part of the Austin music scene. We got to talk to Alejandro about his musical legacy.
My first musical memory was my father singing, you know. He used to sing all the time. And he'd always sing to my mom. You know, he was serenading her, you know. He was quite the romantic, you know. So that's the first sound. I think that's a sound in my head that is constant. It's my father's voice, you know, to this day, even though he's not here with us anymore. I didn't start till I was 24 to play the guitar, but I think I'd always wanted to play the guitar, and I think it's almost like I caught up with my dream finally. You know what I mean? I used to have these images in my head about playing and playing for people and, you know, clothes and the way the band would look and all this stuff. It was always like this little movie would run through my head. And I think it took years for me physically to develop all the skills to do that thing, to become that person. I think that, you know, every experience, like every record somehow still lives inside of me somehow, you know? Like the songs and the memories that I have about making those records and what led to the making of those records, the incidents, you know? Like The Boxing Mirror was an album, I hardly played any of it. It was so hard to play. It was a dark record. It was after the near-death experience and such, and I couldn't sing those songs, you know? They were hard. It was really, really tough. Surfing for me has always been the most liberating of experiences I've ever had. It's been the freest I've ever been. It's been the most in the moment I've ever been. So I started surfing again, and at my age, it's not easy. You know, it's very difficult, and I'm back into it, you know. It's like I was a pitcher, I was a baseball pitcher. The focus for a pitcher is the same as a surfer and a guitar player and a songwriter, you know, when you're trying to find that invisible space in front of you, you know, this third eye, you know. And you can feel that moment where the audience and you become one and it elevates. That's a really rich and deep feeling, you know, experience.
One of country music's most decorated songwriters over the last 40 years just so happens to be our Texas legend this time, Mr. Kris Kristofferson. That's coming up right here on the Texas Music Scene.